Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wood, and today we're going to be learning all about one of my favorite seasonal treats, Shamrock Shakes. But before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to see if you can tell fact from fiction. Consider this. Even though Shamrock Shakes are only available for a limited time each year, they're such a massively popular treat that the demand is almost impossible to keep up with. Would you believe, in order to flavor millions of shakes, McDonald's has to buy up nearly half the entire global supply of shamrocks on the market to create the extracts needed for their signature taste? What do you think? Is it an actual fact that the global shamrock market revolves around a milkshake? Or is this one hard to swallow? We'll find out at the end of the episode. Now for your word of the day. Our word for today is shamrock. That's S-H-A-M-R-O-C-K. A shamrock is a young sprig of clover often used as a symbol of Ireland. While we usually think of it as any three-leaf clover, the name itself carries a very specific history. In the botanical world, there actually technically isn't one single shamrock plant. Instead, the name is typically applied to a species like the lesser clover or the white clover, which are native to the Irish landscape. The word shamrock comes from the Irish word shamrog, spelled S-E-A-M-R-O-G, which is the diminutive form of shamar. S-E-A-M-A-I-R, meaning clover. Essentially, a shamrock translates to a little clover. Legend has it St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, used the three leaves of the little clover to explain complex ideas of Christian theology to people hundreds of years ago. Today, the word has grown from a simple plant name to a global symbol of luck, heritage, and of course, our seasonal milkshake. Time for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about Shamrock Shakes. Number 1. The Shamrock Shake was not invented by corporate food scientists, but a local store owner. In 1967, a Connecticut McDonald's owner named Hal Rosen created the very first version of the shake to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. When it debuted nationally in 1970, the Shamrock Shake was actually a lemon-lime flavored shake made by mixing vanilla ice cream with lemon-lime sherbet. In 1973, the citrus was removed, leaving the drink as just a plain vanilla shake dyed green with food coloring for an entire decade. The cool mint flavor we know today didn't actually arrive on the scene until 1983. It just goes to show that classics aren't born, they're perfected over time. Number 2. Sales from the Shamrock Shake actually helped build the very first Ronald McDonald House. In 1974, a Philadelphia Eagles player named Fred Hill wanted to create a place for families to stay while their children were receiving medical treatment at local hospitals. To raise the money needed to buy a house for this project, local McDonald's owners agreed to donate the profits from every Shamrock Shake sold during the week of St. Patrick's Day. The promotion was a massive success, raising enough funds to open the very first Ronald McDonald House in Philadelphia. Because of this specific connection, the Shamrock Shake is often referred to as the shake that built the house. Today, the Ronald McDonald House Charities have grown into a global organization with hundreds of locations that keep families together during difficult times. Even now, many regions continue the tradition of donating a portion of every Shamrock Shake sale, usually around 25 cents, to support their local chapters. So the drink not only tastes good, it does good. Number 3. The Shamrock Shake once had its own festive mascot named Uncle O'Grimacy. During the 1970s and 80s, McDonald's introduced a special character specifically to promote the green shake. He was named Uncle O'Grimacy. He was the Irish uncle of the famous purple mascot Grimace, and he was depicted as a large, friendly, green-furred creature. He lived in a fictional place called Shamrock and would travel to McDonaldland once a year to bring the seasonal shakes to his friends. Uncle O'Grimacy wore a green hat and a vest covered in shamrocks, and he also carried the traditional Irish walking stick called a shillelagh. While he disappeared from commercials for nearly 40 years, McDonald's actually brought him back recently in 2020 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Ronald McDonald House. Number 4. In 2010, the world's largest Shamrock Shake was symbolically poured into the Chicago River. To celebrate St. Patrick's Day and a major donation to charity, a massive 24-foot-tall, quote, Shamrock Shake was constructed and placed near the Chicago River. During the city's famous river dyeing ceremony, the giant shake poured its green contents into the water to help dye the river. It drew thousands of onlookers who wanted to see the record-breaking display in person. It wasn't a true Shamrock Shake. The, quote, shake didn't contain any actual ice cream. While it looked like the shake was dyeing the river, the plumbers' boats really did the heavy lifting. Now, for those of you who are wondering, if they had used an actual shake, a 24-foot tall cup of that shape would hold around 15 to 20,000 gallons. And that would make a shake containing about 16 million calories. While it was a carefully choreographed spectacle using environmentally friendly dyes instead of an actual milkshake, which would have been an ecological disaster, it wasn't all just for show. It coincided with a $10,000 donation to help build a new Ronald McDonald House in Chicago's Streeterville neighborhood. And our fifth and final fun fact for today, it took until 2012 for the Shamrock Shake to finally be available in every single McDonald's across the United States. For over 40 years, the Shamrock Shake was considered a regional item, meaning it was up to individual store owners whether or not they wanted to sell it. This created a cult-like following where fans would actually drive for hours to find a restaurant that had the green syrup in stock. Some dedicated fans even created shake tracking websites where people could report sightings of the drink in different states. In 2012, McDonald's finally decided to make the Shamrock Shake a national limited time offering, ensuring every fan could get their fix without a road trip. This turned the shake from a niche treasure into a massive cultural phenomenon that signals the start of spring for millions of people. Today, it's sold in several countries around the world, including not only the US and Canada, but, of course, Ireland. Now for some news you can use. If you want to enjoy a delicious Shamrock Shake around your house, it's actually not that hard to make your own copycat version in the kitchen. The secret to getting the flavor exactly right is getting the right extract. You want mint extract, not peppermint. Peppermint has a very sharp candy cane taste, whereas pure mint extract uses spearmint, which provides that smooth, cool, and mellow flavor that defines the authentic Shamrock Shake. To get the best texture, use a 2-to-1 ratio of high-quality vanilla ice cream to whole milk. If you want your shake to stay thick and frosty while you're blending it, try putting your blender jar in the freezer for at least about 10 minutes before you start. This prevents the friction of the spinning blades from melting the ice cream too quickly. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for. At the beginning of the episode, I asked, does McDonald's buy up tons of shamrocks to flavor all their Shamrock Shakes? Well, this one's a fallacy. It might make for a fun story, but the Shamrock Shake doesn't actually contain any real shamrocks at all. The shamrock in the name refers to the color and the holiday, but the flavor comes from specially formulated mint syrup. In fact, true shamrocks or clovers aren't typically used for flavoring food on a massive scale at least, and they certainly don't taste like mint. In reality, most clovers and wood sorrels, the plants often called shamrocks, have a distinctly sour, tangy, and citrus-like flavor. The primary flavor is often compared to lemon or green apple. This is because these plants contain oxalic acid, the same compound that gives rhubarb its signature zing. While common clovers and wood sorrels are generally edible in small amounts, and they're often used by chefs to garnish fancy salads for a lemon pop, you wouldn't want to make a whole meal out of them. This same oxalic acid that makes them taste like lemons can be tough on the kidneys if eaten in huge quantities. Plus, you'd have to fight the local honeybees for them. So, if you're looking for that shamrock experience, a milkshake is definitely the sweeter way to go. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about shamrock shakes with me today. Be sure to tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.